Trussell presents. Today I will tell you a simple scheme for communicating with a woman which will allow us, on the one hand, to screen out selfish women, and on the other hand, those women who are potentially interesting to us, to provoke to invest, to experience a state of falling in love. And this will go on and on. What's the point? At first you'll think it's something too simple. It can't work that way. But you listen to the end. There are nuances. Step 1. We take one day. 24 hours. It doesn't matter if you just started texting or if you've already had several meetings. We form an absolute calibration of every action of a woman. That is, let's assume it's Monday. If she finds it possible to text you first, as she should, then you text her too, if you want. If she finds it possible to tell you something about her feelings, to tell you something nice, tell her that too. On this particular day, not tomorrow, not the day after tomorrow, exactly on this day. It's very important. It's the same in reverse. If she takes a long time to answer you, 2 hours without an answer, let's say, it doesn't matter what the reasons are, doesn't matter. Also don't answer for 2 hours. If she doesn't write first, you don't write first either. There is one addition. If we are talking about scheduling appointments and getting close to a woman, then of course it's still the man who does it. There is nothing critical about that. Why would it work? In fact, we form a positive anchoring. I often notice that many men have read on the internet that you don't need to show a woman that you like her. And they started doing it as wrong as possible. Do you know what the result is? A lot of people try to show a woman that they are not interested in her. And then the man is afraid to show her that he's attracted to her as a girl. What does that lead to? She takes the initiative once, twice, 3 times, 5 times. Yeah, well, someone might fall for that scheme. But she doesn't understand what you want. She doesn't understand how to behave. With absolute calibration, everything is clear here. There's not an ounce of neediness. You are not capable of failing the balance of significance in absolute calibration. You know what the hardest thing about the scheme is? It's simple in and of itself, but it's hard to execute. Because a man becomes very empathetic in the communication process if he tries to follow it. It's a very good practice and experiment to become more observant, actually. So, on the one hand, you can fail the balance of significance, and on the other hand, there is a positive anchoring. It makes her want to write you. You probably have a question. Alex, it's not really a very strong position, is it? Here it is important to make one addition. You must independently complete any communication in the format of correspondence. Phone call. You are the one who ends the conversation first. The meeting. You are the one who puts a time limit on it and you end it. And the same goes for her call. This is an important point. I am not saying do it every time. Let's say 1 out of 3 calls where you don't pick up the phone and call back after a while. You can even do it after 3 minutes. The fact is, you didn't pick up right away. At first glance, it seems like a small thing. Before you ask this question, think back to how you felt when you've had this long beep sometime in the past. How did you feel? It is after such seemingly insignificant moments that it becomes clear who is holding on to this communication more. And one more small addition, but an extremely important one. You don't say anything about the relationship yourself. You don't propose dating. You don't develop the subject. She does that on her own. That's it. Nothing more is required of you. If you don't believe in the workability of the scheme, check it out.